The Accident, Part 1. My name is Romeo, and I'm 27 years old. The air was sharp that morning, the kind that hits your skin and makes you blink hard. Snow had fallen overnight and covered everything in a white, soft silence. It was so cold, I could almost feel the chill in my bones, even inside the house, but I didn't mind. That was the kind of peace I loved. I was in the living room at the ranch, bundled up in sweatpants and a hoodie, lost in my online video games. My game zone was my favorite place. Dim lights, snacks on the side, headset on, and no distractions. I was laughing hard, talking trash with my online friends, when my phone buzzed beside me. It was a call from my mom, Matilda. "Hey Mom," I said, picking up. "How you doing?" "I'm good, darling," she said, sounding a bit rushed. "Listen, I need you to come over. We have an occasion to attend. I told you about it already. Don't tell me you forgot." "Occasion?" I paused the game. Then it hit me. Oh, snap. The wedding. I completely forgot. The Biltmore Estate, North Carolina. The Bradford's daughter is getting married. "Remember now?" she said, like a mom who knew her child too well. Yeah, I remember. I'll be there soon." So I shut off my system, threw on some clean clothes, and headed to my mom's place. My dad died when I was just a kid, so it's always been just me and her. She was my everything. A few hours later, we arrived at the venue, and trust me, it was something else. The Biltmore was like a castle. Everything was gold, white, and dreamy. The place was packed with big names, politicians, celebrities, and business tycoons. I found a spot to sit and looked around. Then she walked in. She was like a moving painting, elegant, calm, and drop-dead gorgeous. She wore a sleek emerald green dress that hugged her curves just right. Her smile, Gizerosh. It lit up the whole room. I couldn't take my eyes off her. I didn't even know her name, but something in me said, "You need to meet that girl today." As everyone moved outside for the reception, I leaned toward my mom. "Mom, give me a minute. I need to say hi to an old friend," I lied. She raised her brows like she didn't believe me but waved me off. I walked over to the girl of my dreams, trying to stay cool. "Hi, beautiful," I said, offering my hand. "I'm Romeo." She looked up at me, smiled like she'd been expecting me all along, and took my hand. "I'm Juliet," she said and laughed. "Just kidding. I'm Vanessa." We both laughed, and just like that, the ice was broken. It felt like we'd known each other forever. The way she talked, laughed, smiled, it was like we were syncing naturally. I loved it. "You're incredibly beautiful," I told her honestly. "And you're not too bad yourself," she replied, grinning. We got served some wine and stood there chatting while the music played softly in the background. "Want to dance?" I asked. "Just you and I?" she teased. "Only you," I said, looking straight into her eyes. She nodded, and we moved to the floor, dancing slow and talking even slower. I got her number before we left and told her I'd message her later. Yeah, sharp guy, I know. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about her. I messaged her, and from that day on, we talked every single day. Morning texts, midnight calls, jokes, secrets, everything. Soon enough, we planned a proper date. I told my mom about Vanessa, and she gave me that look. "So it's the girl from the occasion, right?" she asked, and I was shocked. "Surprised?" she asked. "I saw you. I was just pretending," she added. "Mom, so you were watching me all along, and you didn't say anything?" I said, and we both laughed. "Anyways, run along before you lose her to someone else," she added. I dressed for the date. Clean shave, nice cologne, dark jeans, and a white shirt. Gentleman vibes. I picked the spot, a cozy rooftop restaurant in the city. Vanessa showed up, wearing a red elegant dress that left my jaw on the floor. "Woo, man," I said as I stood up to greet her. "You're looking gorgeous," she laughed. "Thanks. You don't look bad yourself." I pulled the chair for her like a proper gentleman, and we sat. The waiter came, we placed our orders, and soon we were deep into conversation. "So, how do you know the Bradfords?" I asked. "Dave, the groom, was my colleague back in the university," she said. "Oh, wow. Small world. Ixora's parents are family friends. My dad and her dad went way back. My dad passed, though." "I'm so sorry," she said, her eyes softening. "It's okay. It's been a long time. I'm better now." She told me about her parents, how they aren't rich but always gave their best. I liked that about her. Real, grounded, and humble. Then I asked the big question. So, any man in your life? She smiled. Nope. I'm a single lady. Really? That's a relief. I laughed. I've been dying to tell you how much this date means to me. I'm glad you asked that we sit out, she said. You're different, she added. From that day we became close. We went from strangers to best friends overnight. We weren't officially dating yet, but the tension, the chemistry, it was all there. But like every story, there was a twist. My childhood friend Charlotte was always around me. She came over a lot. Movie nights, gaming, backyard BBQs. Vanessa started thinking we were more than friends. Charlotte was a great gamer. She was a whole vibe that I do play my games with sometimes. Are you sure there's nothing going on between you and Charlotte? She asked one night. I looked her in the eyes. She's just my friend. It's you I want. I held her hands. I've loved you since the moment I saw you at the wedding. Be my woman. Vanessa looked at me, smiled, and said the words that melted my heart. I love you too. I was just waiting for you to say it. We hugged tight. My heart finally felt complete. To be continued. Thanks for watching. Comment part 2 on the comments section if you find this story interesting.